Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining my channel today. I am posting out loads of videos on YouTube, so if you want to watch any of my previous videos, please like, subscribe, add notifications. I'm also going to advertise on different channels, so like them and leave a comment if you've got anything to ask me, because I will get back to you. To the subscribers who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for your support. I am more than thankful for that, and for you to leave the very kind comments that you have done. Thank you so much. I did say at the beginning that these videos are mainly about Asian powerful independent women. However, I am also going to do a mishmash, and this is part 2 of a powerful woman in me. I think I did a previous video on YouTube, and that was part 1, a little bit of me, but I am going to do a part 2 because people out there might be thinking that she's telling us to be independent, she's telling us to rely on ourselves, to be strong, and to believe in ourselves, that we are beautiful. But is she that herself? Well, the answer to your questions, my lovelies, is yes, I am. So, like I was saying, I'm going to explain to you a little bit, not too much, a little bit of why and about me, about my life as well. So, why I am where I am today and how I got there. So, let's start. As an Asian, as you know, I am an Asian woman. As an Asian woman, in my days, in the 70s, you didn't get much choice at all. Maybe 10%, that's it. And the boys, 60-70%, something like that. And it was hurtful, very hurtful. But I suppose I didn't know better, because it was in them times. So, I got married twice. My first marriage was when I was 16 years old. My father took me out of school. I didn't have a proper education. He took me out of school to get married. And when I met the boy, well, I didn't even talk to him. I had to have a veil in front of my face, right down, so I couldn't even see him, couldn't have a look at him, see what he looked like, anything, nothing at all, nothing one bit. So when I got married to him, obviously, at first I thought he was, sometimes he was okay, sometimes he wasn't okay. But it was his mother that was the problem. His mother wore the pants on in the house. She was a very bossy woman. She used to even boss her husband about, and I didn't like this. So because I'm a very upfront person and I speak my mind, I used to say to her, that what you doing? Why you doing this for? It's not right how you treat your husband. She didn't like her as well, and maybe 2 or 3 times a week, roughly, I don't know exactly, but I would get the beatings from her as well for being the kind of person I am. And one day she was giving me the beats. She took off a belt, or got a stick out, and would hit me so much. My husband, her son, would look off, like stand there and just let the mother keep on beating me, not do anything about it. I would used to turn my head around. I turned my head around. I said, "Are you just going to stand there and not do anything?" And he would just turn around and say to me, "Yeah, I'm not, you know, you were at fault. This is what my mum's doing to you." And that's when I decided, I made up my mind and said, this isn't the person for me. I know I was young, but I did used to have I did used to speak my mind a lot. I did. I wasn't a quiet child. So as I was saying, so obviously in them days when I asked for a divorce, he didn't want to give me a divorce. So I had to suffer for 2 years so I would get an automatic divorce. And I was divorced. But obviously most of the time, I think I stayed with my parents. But when I, like how I said, a girl in them days, the options was very harsh toll. And I wouldn't say I had a childhood. I didn't have a childhood. My childhood was to be act and to be like an adult. That's what it was. When I went back home after being beaten by my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, so then it would be crazy at home as well. So I didn't have like a win-win there. As soon as that divorce was finalized, after a few months later, I got married again. This time to someone, well, I call them a freshie. They're not a freshie, well, they are a freshie, but from, you might be thinking, what is a freshie? Well, a freshie is someone that comes from the banana boat. He was from the banana boat. he lived in Germany, so I got married again. So one day what happened there was I was at home, he was at work, and his friends came round. When I saw his friends at the front door, I said to his friends that, well, you know that he's at work and he works night shift, doesn't he? And they said, well, we're not here to see him, we're here to see you. I said, well, what do you want from me? And this turned around and said to me, shall we go and have the discussion in the bedroom? And then I told them to, afterwards, I told them to, I swore at them. I told them to get out. And then I told my husband about it, the issue, and what had happened, that his friends came round and what they had said to me. Obviously, the husband didn't have my back at all. The husband called me a liar. He swore at me. He beat me up. That's what happened. Then again, the marriage didn't work, but I had to stay there for 2 years. Well, I thought I was married, but I wasn't really married. It was a legal marriage, what was done. Then my father did come. He did say to me, come back to the UK. I said, no, I've met somebody and who respects me, who likes me for who I am, and I'm staying put. Because if I come back to the UK, I know what exactly it's going to happen. So he didn't like that. So he cut ties with me. And the whole family did. And just because they cut ties with me because the boy was a different religion. That's why. But I thought, well, it doesn't matter if he's a different religion. He treats me good and well, and he treats me with respect. That is the main thing. So, yes, I lived with this person for 16 years. We were very, very happy, and we did, I did leave him after 16 years because things didn't work out how I wanted. However, we are still best friends. Whenever I want someone to talk to or have something that's on my mind, I know I can always pick up the phone and speak to him. We are very close, and whenever if I do get into a relationship, and I am always going to say he's always going to be in my life no matter what. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry to say bye-bye. Because not only was he like my ex-partner, but because he saw something in me, that was dying to get out. So he supported me. What I was going through in my childhood life, I was traumatized. I was like, when I got married and married off again, I was just going through the beatings. It was horrible. It was unimaginable. unreasonable. Yeah. So it was that, and so he's the one that encouraged me to seek professional help, to learn to love myself, to be more, to rely on myself, not to focus on other people, just to focus on yourself. He says you don't need to actually let anyone in your heart if you don't want to. That is all up to you. And yeah, so I am, because of him, I am here. What I have become today is because of him. And I'm very much thankful. He has taught me how to learn to love myself, to depend on myself, to just be me. That's what he's learned me, and I daily appreciate him and them words, and his whole family appreciate them, and I adore them, and I still love them to bits. So then I did come back to England. However, because things didn't work out, but we are, like how I said, he is still my best friend, and I appreciate that, and I adore him for that, because I know that he's always there. He's always, no matter what happens today, he is always there. And you know what? I have my family as well by my side, so I know my family's there and he's there as well. So that is what I want, because I now have become that kind of person. I believe in myself. I am independent. I am strong, even though I've been through hell and back, but I've learned how to love myself, and I only let people in my heart if I want to let a person in my heart. If someone comes along and would want to enter into my life, I would say, okay, I need you to accept who I am as a person, because I'm very upfront. I will tell you on your face if you've done anything wrong. I will tell you. I'm not one of them Indian women that be quiet, that you can send to the kitchen, tell her to clean the house, and that's it. I'm not one of them women. I'm a working class woman. I pay my bills. I've got a lovely home. I go in and out of the house. Well, not all the time, but I like to have my independency. That's what I do. And I don't need to rely on nobody. And nobody tells me what to do in my life, because I am a strong believer in being independent. So that's what I am. Even though I've got an illness, but I am still here. I'm still standing strong. That illness isn't going to overcome me. Isn't going to, because I used to let that illness drag me down. But then I thought, who's the boss here of my life? I am. I'm not going to let some illness be the boss of me. I'm not going to let this, like how I showed you the other day, this keloid be the boss of me. I have got, I think about 3 or 4 keloids, but I'm not going to let them come over me, because it's me. It's me that's going to make that decision of who I want to be, of how I want to live my life, not them. So that is a bit about me. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you everything, the ins and outs about my life, but that is a little bit about me. And that is to tell you that I haven't had the easy route, and I'm not just saying to use to be independent because I want yous to just to be like that and to think I'm just like maybe not had it. I have had it. I've been there, done that, had the t-shirt. I've been to hell and back. I now have started to put my foot down, and I am telling people out there, especially Asian women, to stand up for yourself. Yous are better than that. Yous don't need that. If you want someone to talk to, all you have to do is contact me. That's it. That's all you have to do if you want some advice from me. I'll help you. I'll guide you in that right direction. I'm not scared of no bloke. If the blokes want to come knocking on my door, well, they don't even know where I live. But if someone does know where I live, then I'm not scared to, tell them anything. If they leave me a bad comment, I'm not scared to reply back to that comment. Because, like how I said, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to be strong in yourself. And for you to you have to do that. If you do that, you can become anything in life. You do not have to put yourself down just because someone else has said it to you. Please take my advice, take these words on board. Seek help, seek advice. I am here. There's many other people that are doing exactly the same what I'm doing today, and we all should now just stand together and take control, because especially Asian women, there are, I'm not going to just say Asian women, there are abusive women and abusive men. Please let your voices be heard. Let people know that you are here. Okay? Well, I am going to post out a lot more videos. Please listen to them. And like how I said, leave me a comment and I will very much get back to you. Anyway, you have a lovely evening and a lovely day, and keep your head held high. Bye.